In the summer of 1944, German generals were confident. The Allies had landed in Normandy, but now they believed the advance would stall. Why? Because wars are not won by tanks alone. They are won by fuel, food, ammunition, and roads. Germany's high command laughed at American logistics. They believed the U.S. Army simply could not move enough supplies across devastated French infrastructure to sustain a rapid advance. They were wrong. After the breakout from Normandy in August 1944, General George S. Patton unleashed his Third Army. American armored columns surged eastward at shocking speed. German defenses collapsed faster than anyone expected. But every mile forward created a new problem. The farther Patton advanced, the farther his supply lines stretched. Fuel shortages threatened to halt the entire offensive. France's rail network was shattered by Allied bombing. Ports were damaged or still in German hands. Roads were narrow, broken, and clogged with refugees and wreckage. The U.S. Army needed thousands of tons of supplies every single day, especially gasoline. Without fuel, Patton's tanks would become nothing more than steel monuments in French fields. On August 25, 1944, the U.S. Army improvised a solution. It was simple, brilliant, and incredibly risky. They created the Red Ball Express, a massive, non-stop truck convoy system. Dedicated roads would carry supplies directly from Normandy depots to the front lines. No delays, no bureaucracy, just movement. The Red Ball Express followed strict rules. One-way roads only. Military police-controlled intersections. Civilian traffic was banned. Drivers were ordered to keep moving all day and night no matter the conditions. Speed mattered more than comfort. And breakdowns. Broken trucks were simply pushed off the road. Most Red Ball Express drivers were African American soldiers. At a time when the U.S. Army was still segregated, these men were entrusted with the most critical mission of the campaign. They drove overloaded trucks, often 24 hours straight through rain, darkness, and enemy air attacks. They slept beside the road. They repaired vehicles under fire. They kept Patton moving. The trucks were never designed for this. They carried twice their rated loads. Engines overheated. Brakes failed on downhill roads. Every day, hundreds of vehicles broke down. But replacements kept coming. The system wasn't elegant, it was relentless. At its peak, the Red Ball Express delivered over 12,000 tons of supplies per day. Most of it was gasoline. That fuel fed Patton's tanks as they raced across France, liberating city after city. German units were repeatedly outflanked, surrounded, and destroyed, unable to keep up with the American tempo. German commanders were stunned. They had assumed American logistics would collapse. Instead, it performed at a scale never seen before in warfare. The Red Ball Express shattered the myth that fast mechanized warfare was impossible without railroads. Logistics had become a weapon. The Red Ball Express came at a price. Thousands of vehicles were destroyed. Hundreds of drivers were injured or killed. By November 1944, as ports reopened and railways were repaired, the Red Ball Express was shut down. Its mission was complete. The Red Ball Express ran for just 83 days. But in that short time, it helped fuel one of the fastest advances in military history. It proved that wars are won not just by soldiers at the front, but by those who keep them moving. German generals never laughed at American logistics again.